A Racine County ironworker hoping to unseat House Speaker Paul Ryan is getting national attention for the video that launched his candidacy. Randy Bryce's video has gone viral with more than 500,000 views since he announced his bid last month. That seemed to spur Bryce's early fundraising, his campaign raising more than $400,000, much of it from small donors in less than 2 weeks. Bryce is one of several challengers hoping to take on Paul Ryan in 2018. We have talked with fellow candidates David Yankovich and Kathy Myers on past programs, and Randy Bryce joins us now on Up Front. And before we get started, we should say that on Friday, David Yankovich, one of the candidates, dropped out and said he's throwing his support behind you. What do you read from that kind of gesture on his part?
Well, it's an honor to have his support, and I appreciate him pulling up his roots and where he lived to come here and run against Paul Ryan. I look at any support trying to help remove Paul Ryan from office as somebody that's allied with the same cause that I have.
Give me a sense of how you sustain the early momentum you've had. I would guess maybe even you have been surprised at the sort of national attention your campaign announcement received.
It's been a big surprise. I knew it was going to be successful just based on who's been helping plan this. But the launch it blew up bigger than I could have imagined. I think that if you're trying to plan something like this is what you hope happens. But just the way that the first district and the entire country got behind us, it shows that there's a real hunger to be heard, and that working people want one of their own to run for office.
Give me your sense of how long you thought about this before deciding to take on the House Speaker.
People had been asking me shortly after this last November election, and I had been, I'm flattered. Thank you for asking. I'm not saying no, but I had been looking at other things and seeing how they would turn out. And probably about May 1st is when I got really serious, when people from groups and local electeds had been asking if I'd be interested in doing it.
I want to talk about your reasons for running against Paul Ryan specifically, but the fact of the matter is you have run for public office before, unsuccessfully on several occasions. Why do you think you're going to be successful this time when you're taking on arguably one of the most powerful men in politics today?
Well, I learned a lot from past mistakes and things that don't go right. I try to figure out why that is. And I think just by looking at how we did launch and how successful it was, that kind of takes that, that thought away. I mean, look at Scott Walker. He lost the student council race. He lost to Gwen Moore running for assembly. And some people tend to think he's a brilliant politician.
Your reasons for running against Paul Ryan. Give us, 30 seconds here on what really is the motivation here.
Well, people in the first district, we're working harder and we're having less to show for it. Our health care is being threatened, the ability to see a doctor, and for my mom, that's her independence. That's not just healthy.
Your mom has MS.
My mom has MS, and also not included in the video is my dad, who has Alzheimer's. So with my mom being able to have her medications, she has the independence to go visit my dad. Otherwise, she wouldn't. And another big reason is that Paul Ryan has not had a public town hall within the district for over 600 days.
You feel like he's lost touch with the district?
Absolutely.
He's become too Washington?
Absolutely. I mean, and he can't say he doesn't have time for us because he's traveling around the country, had over 50 fundraising events, and not just small dollar fundraising events, $10,000 to have your picture taken with him.
How do you differentiate yourself? I asked this of Kathy Myers, another one of the candidates in this race last week, how she differentiates herself from you, and at the time, David Yankovich. How do you differentiate yourself from Kathy Myers, for instance?
I'm a working guy who, packs a lunch, goes and literally builds the community with my hands. And I've been standing up for working people for any issue, whether it's when they had the strike up in Manitowoc, at Kohler, just working people's issues, trying to make sure our work sites are safe, that we have access to health care, that we have good paying jobs, and that we're able to take care of our family.
At 2018, how much of this election is about Donald Trump?
I honestly don't know. I know he made a lot of promises to working people within the first district, and even some guys I worked with on a job site.
And who voted for him?
Right, exactly. I'm like, has he kept his promise to you? And they kind of hang their heads and say, no, he hasn't. I'm like, and Paul Ryan, just like a month ago at the the Wisconsin State GOP convention was thanking everybody for electing Donald Trump. So he's right there with him. He's advocating everything that Donald Trump's doing.
Randy Bryce is an iron worker who is running against Paul Ryan in the 1st Congressional District. It's good to have you on the program. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you for the invitation. Pleasure to be here.
Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, follows races for Congress and statewide office. You'll find their coverage year-round on the election blog at WisPolitics.com. And when we come back, the next great competition with our neighbor to the south.